Hello and welcome to the Connected Yoga Teacher live show. I'm your host Shannon Crow, and today is pretty exciting because we're at episode 20. So I've done 20 live shows since January of 2017. We're now at the end of May 2017, and these videos are here for you as a yoga teacher, all of them on the connectedyogateacher.com. So if you want to see previous episodes and go back, our live show has changed, and I have a little more news on that today. We're going to look at flowing bridge to empty, and don't worry you guys, I have a video of this so that you can watch how the pose is done, how I teach this, some modifications, and then I have some great little tips if you want to go a little deeper with this as well. I want to give a huge shout out of thanks for the inspiration. Yoga teacher friend of mine, Barb Elias, told me, watch this video, Shannon. I think it's exactly what you're looking for just in terms of the work that I do with pelvic health, hypopressives, and working with people trying to teach them uddiyana bandha can be really difficult, but it's a really useful thing for yoga students and anyone dealing with pelvic health. So a huge shout out of thanks to Kira Sloan. I watched the video on Yoga Anytime. This is one of my favorite online places to catch a yoga class. It's similar to Yoga Glow, and I have used Yoga Glow in the past. I will say that I'm really loving Yoga Anytime. I feel like there's a lot of therapeutic yoga on there. And it feels like it's my style. I kind of resonate with quite a few teachers on there. I will put a link to that show specifically for you guys in the show notes. I already have it ready to go. So looking at bridge, I'm just going to look at some of my notes here for you guys. So as we know, the core four is the multifidus muscles. We did that last week. The pelvic floor, the transversus abdominis that wrap around, and also the diaphragm. And so this pose and the way we do this pose and using uddiyana bandha with it allows us to get into the diaphragm a little bit more and to experience that. So I really appreciate this pose for that. Let's see, what other notes? So I've put together the pose benefits of flowing bridge, what I call flowing bridge or bridge pose, and then I've put together the benefits of uddiyana bandha. And if you as a yoga teacher are not familiar with uddiyana bandha, I would seek out a mentor or a teacher that will help you to learn this. It was something that was part of my first yoga teacher training, but I do know. So I think that's it for my notes, and I'll just get ready to find the video here for you guys. Okay, so first coming down to lying down on the back, and you might want to have a block with you, and as you can see, I'm going to move these words as I talk to you guys. So cool, Ecamm Live, although it pops in and off. I found out that it's my boonies internet connection, so until I can get that figured out, it's just going to pop in and off for the video sometimes. Okay, so you can see here I have a block ready to go, and I also have a balance cushion, and you can order these online on Amazon. If I don't put a link for that in the show notes, remind me, and I'll put a link to one that, because there are many of them, one that I really like and one that I ordered, lime green color, and there's also a different one as well. But you can just look up balance cushion on Amazon. Some of them come with a pump. They're usually the right air in them anyway, and they are shipped like that to you. Okay, so we come down to lying down on the back. And from here, find neutral pelvis. So tilt the pelvis on the exhale, tilt the pelvis up towards you, and on the inhale, you're going to press tailbone down into the floor. So and you'll feel that, you just saw me do that. I'm just going to rewind that. You're going to see that I slide my hand under and find the low back curve there. So that's on the inhale, the low back curve is more so, and then on the exhale, you curl round the back, low back goes into the floor. And this is both extremes kind of the pelvic tilt. So we're looking for neutral pelvis. We're slowly starting to come to the middle there with it. So then you can feel, and maybe you can see on me there in the demo video, that's neutral pelvis. So we find nice big inhale as the arms raise up overhead. If you have shoulder problems, you can eliminate this part of the pose, or you bend the elbows more. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, and the hands come up overhead. Exhale and lower. So this just in itself really helps to slow down the breath. So it's great if you're trying to get people to breathe a little bit longer. So you inhale and lengthen and bring the arms up overhead, and exhale and lower. And you can just start with this for your beginners who can't lift up into bridge pose, or you could do this from sitting. So moving the hands really helps people, and then focusing more so on the exhale as well. So the next time the hands inhale and come up overhead, they might stay like that. I've got one more exhale here. Let's pause that and play that for you guys again. So as the hands lower, and that's the exhale, then the pelvis lifts. We press into the feet. On the inhale, we lower pelvis, hands come up, and start to play around here with finding a full exhale. So exhale, 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 all the air out, and then notice that pause at the end of your exhale. That's really what we're looking for here. Exhale and lift pelvis as hands lower down. And we notice that full exhale here. We can take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, lower. Okay, and then we move on to the second part of this. We're going to bring a block in between the knees. This is great in any bridge practice. You can get students to school. Good. Sorry, it's pause there for a moment. And then the inhale is where we lower. So we can leave the arms up there. Take an inhale here. Relax the shoulders. Find a little neck lock. This really is helpful here. So deep inhale here. And then exhale and lift. Exhale all the air out. And then when you need to, then you're going to take your inhale here and exhale. At the end of that exhale, we're going to lower down. So there's the inhale, exhale from resting. You can remove the block. That's another option. If you don't have blocks, you can do this without. Yes. Then I want to show bringing the cushion into this. Now, when you see the video that I'm going to attach with Kira Sloan, you're going to see how she does a little bit more for the hamstrings, and that's what I really appreciate. I don't have time in the live show to do a big full class for you guys, but I think that you'll really appreciate this. And this would be my modification on this for students who have low back pain or have difficulty with that pelvic tilt that we started with. So we bring the balance cushion underneath the pelvis. If you guys haven't experienced this before, it's really nice. It's nice for any balance work that we do there. So I do this quite quickly in this one, but you can take as much time as you like, pushing the heel towards the sky, holding on back behind the leg. And then try and find pelvic tilt there. So you can just notice with the video that the balance cushion makes that movement so much easier. And this movement moves all the way up to the crown of the head, and that's okay. That's the way the spine works, so it goes from pelvis, spine, all the way up. All right. Some students love this balance cushion for the whole class as well. If you're popping in here live, say a little hello in the comments. Okay, so we press the feet into the floor here. Inhale the arms up overhead. Let the elbows be bent and let the arms relax. On the exhale, then press up into bridge. Find an inhale here. Then on the exhale, press up onto the toes. Now, that's only for students who want a little bit more. We hold the exhale, or we find that pause, and then we lower down in that pause now. So our inhale is here. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale is where the lift is. We find an inhale in bridge. And on the exhale, lifting up onto the toes. The neck lock is there. Still in the exhale, we lower down. We see what it's like to be empty. And then you just find the inhale where it feels like it wants to come in. Might feel like it wants to come in pretty quickly. And then you get to see my little how to roll over. I love to teach that to people. I'm sure I have another video on that I can try and share with you guys. Okay, so if you have any questions about this pose, let me know in the comments. Under our show notes, you just go to theconnectedyogateacher.com. This truly is one of my favorite ways to teach uddiyana bandha to students, because it feels a little strange to students. Then students have the option to move on to something else. Okay, guys, let's take this off. So the next thing that we're going to chat about today for the yoga teachers out there, or the entrepreneurs, or the yoga teachers who are entrepreneurs, is really looking at your business and looking at the seasons of your business. And this feels really applicable today because episode 20 is kind of, in my mind, was the end of our season 1 of the live show. So if you're sad, don't worry. There is a whole library of 20 episodes to go back to. And I kind of feel like you guys probably haven't watched every single video. The live shows used to be a half an hour long. So there is tons of content there to take in. Also, don't forget that there's the weekly podcast. So that seems to be, and I'm hearing from you guys a little bit more, that the podcast is what you're listening to. Because the audio only allows you to be able to listen to it in your car, out in your garden, while you're cleaning, while you're boating down the river. So for those of you who have a mobile device and you have access to podcasts on there, that's how I hear that you're mostly connecting with the information. The other thing I'm hearing is needing more time for courses. So I know you guys have really loved the courses that have been offered, and we're working on getting all of the replay videos up for you, because a lot of you have asked for the replay videos, and until we run them live again, it'd be great if you have access to that. So to find that, go to theconnectedyogateacher.com and click on courses, and you'll be able to see all of them there. So Rosalind Kemmer just did a money mindset course. It just ran last week. It's amazing. I took it myself, and I'm going to send you guys an email with some more information about that. So make sure that you're on our email list to get that. There was a pelvic health course. There was an introduction to prenatal course. And then I had done a define your niche course. And I think I might take some of that information and start to bring it to you guys in a new and different way. So keep an eye out for that. Lots of stuff with the courses. And the other thing is that the consultation calls that I'm doing with you guys is taking up a lot of my time, and I really enjoy working one-on-one with people as well. So with the sunshine, the gardening, my kids being off school soon, this is one of the seasons of my business with the Connected Yoga Teacher, and that is that I need to take the live show, take a little break and get some more content, get some more stuff for you guys, and take those Mondays to do that. So it's a little bittersweet. I do love doing the live show, and it's like, you know, when you're Favorite show comes to season finale. I'm sorry if it's not that suspenseful as some season finales are, but we'll see how things go. But my intention is to then start in September, but I'm not tied to that either. So if you're looking at your own business and things are coming in where you're busy with your families, or you're busy with taking care of another business or other family or something in your life, maybe you're like me and you like to garden, be outside, or travel more in the summer, or maybe it's the flip, maybe you like to travel more in the winter. Really start to look at your own business in terms of seasons. And seasons doesn't have to mean that they go with the seasons just like outside. Season meaning kind of batching your time together, really batching your focus so that you can deliver something that's really meaningful for you and also for the people that you're serving. For example, as a yoga teacher, I know some of you take the summer off, but you may even start to look at when do people need a little more self-care? When can you offer that in terms of a season? What is the season for you to really create? So for some of you, that might be more so quiet winter time, the hibernation time, and creating in that quiet energy. Or it might be like, okay, now is the season to do outdoor yoga because it's lovely where you live outside. Or now is the season to do earlier classes. So start to look at what your own seasons are and what is really calling to you and what are some of the things that aren't fitting in. I know I work with a lot of you who are working on your schedules. Look at the things that you would take out of your schedule first. So for example, in my own life, I love Thai yoga massage, and I used to do Thai yoga massage and looked at teaching Thai yoga massage. And then it came where that season came to an end, not because I don't love it, because other things were really calling to me. So like this work with the Connected Yoga Teacher. So start to look at what would you take off your list if you needed to take one thing off of your list? I think that's it with the seasons. I'm really excited. Thank you guys for your reviews. If you haven't left a review for the podcast, please do that. We have some amazing episodes for the podcast. We just heard from Kate Cannell Potts this last week, and she talked to us all about how to build more private yoga classes into your business. So I know some of you want to teach more during the day, and you want to have a more flexible yoga schedule, and you want to be paid more, and you want to have consistency. And those things really happen when we're working one-on-one with people. So listen in for that episode for sure. If you're feeling stuck in your business and you're feeling like you're in kind of a loop of a challenge, or something just keeps coming up for you, that is the time to book a one-on-one consultation. So the way that works is you book an initial consultation with me, which is 90 minutes. And we look at 3 main topics for your business. And that could be anything you might want to do. So I send that out to you, and you have that for your own records to keep. And then for those who decide that they want to continue to work with me, there's 2 options. So you can do continued consultation, which is whenever you decide to book it, and it's booked by the hour, or you can book a package now. So there's a 6-month package and a 12-month package, and those, I haven't even had a chance to let everyone know about those yet. It has been something that was requested, and it's really exciting for me because we meet monthly. So it really keeps people on track, on task, and I see huge benefits to people's businesses already who are doing the monthly calls. So if those things are what you're interested in, click on the Work With Me tab on the connectedyogateacher.com. If you guys have any questions, there is an amazing community, the Connected Yoga Teacher, the Connected Yoga Teacher. Actually, if you go to the connectedyogateacher.com, that's the easiest way to find it. Go to our homepage and click on the button that says Join the Community. It's a Facebook group, and it's a private group just for yoga teachers, and we have some amazing helpful advice in there. You can always post questions. There are fun things in there, and then there are really serious topics in there as well. So we would love to see you guys there. If you're in a 200-hour yoga teacher training now, or if you're a certified yoga teacher, you're welcome to join our group. Okay, everyone, this is a goodbye from the final episode 20 of season 1 of the Connected Yoga Teacher podcast. It has been a true honor to be here with you guys live or for the replays, and let's stay connected